Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the April 10th, 2025 regular meeting of the Park Board of Commissioners. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Monica, can we have roll call, please?
President Gibson.
Here.
Vice President Ruffing.
Here.
Commissioner Ansier.
Here.
Commissioner Jacks.
Here.
Commissioner Janner.
Here.
Commissioner Risvold.
Here.
Commissioner Thompson.
Here.
All right, thank you. Do we have any matters from the public?
We do not.
All right, then we'll move on to updates and report. Start with Riverwalk Commission. We met yesterday and we celebrated or recognized Bill Novak, Director of TED, at the city's last meeting. He has been working for the city for over 2 decades, I believe, and has done great work. A lot of the commissioners gave comments. Members from the public came. All of them noted his integrity and his commitment to our city and the lasting impact he's made. So there were also great comments made about the relationship with the Park District and the Riverwalk and the city and how that's developed over time. Great meeting all around. The next meeting will be May 14th at 7:30 a.m. at the Naperville Municipal Center. Next up is Finance Committee.
Our next meeting is scheduled for April 30th.
Thank you. Legislative Committee.
No report.
Parks and Rec.
Parks Rec Committee met this evening prior to tonight's meeting. Got some updates on the proposed artwork for the Max's Mission donation that would be installed at Centennial Park by the skate park. We also got some information that will be coming towards the board for signage related to the duck sculptures that will be placed around Naperville this summer and particularly around the Riverwalk. And then also some information about hiring firms for the strategic plan update. Polo Park and Farlane Park. Discussion was mentioned about possibly having ribbon cutting coming this fall, so those will be coming along nicely. From Recreation Pottery, studio is back open again. It's gotten some good feedback on all the renovations. Soccer is starting this weekend. And then there's a Latin art walk this summer that the Park District may participate in along the Riverwalk, and that sounds really exciting. The golf carts, new golf carts roll out tomorrow, pun intended. The Woodland Restoration, DuPage River, Woodland Restoration information is going out to the public, so they'll be looking for that. And we got a very generous donation from a local family to help with some of the cost of doing those renovations, restoration. And then just future events in Naperville that the Park District will be participating in, including Juneteenth, the Pride Fest, and India Day. Next meeting of Parks and Rec will be May 8th, 2025 at 5:45 here at Fort Hill.
Great, thank you, Commissioner Ansier. Next up, we've got the President's Report. For tonight's President's Report, I'd like to talk about last week's election. I want to start by thanking every member of our community who took the opportunity to make their voice heard and vote. While turnout in municipal elections is still disappointingly low, we've seen increased turnout over the last few years as more members of our community recognize the role elected officials at every level of government have on our tax dollars and the quality of life in Naperville. I'd like to thank all 6 candidates who ran for Naperville Park Board: Leslie Ruffing, Allison Thompson, Rhonda Ansier, Aishwarya Balakrishna, Natalia Dagenhart, and Zachary Jarrell. Running for public office is not easy. It takes a lot of time, money, a lot of hard work, and a lot of grit. Our community needs people who are willing to take on this task. Our elected bodies, and in turn our whole community, is better when the voters have a choice among a field of candidates committed to serving Naperville. I'm grateful to all the candidates who threw their hat in the ring this election season. Contrary to what it may feel like over the last few months, election season is not silly season, but rather an opportunity for individuals who are dedicated to the betterment of our community to make their case to the public about their experience, their ideas, and how their leadership will shepherd our community into a stronger, better future. As a community, we will not always agree. That's why we have elections, and that's why we have 7 people sitting on this board, so we can respectfully discuss issues that affect our community and come to consensus. However, when we have organizations and members of our community who intentionally mischaracterize candidates' records, candidates' qualifications, and spend large sums of money disseminating disinformation, we have to ask ourselves, what is the cost? I fear for the long-term cost of our community. What future leaders, members of our community with the skills, knowledge, and integrity that we want and need in these positions, will our community miss out on because the tone of our municipal elections has gotten so negative? What future leaders will turn down the call of public service because the cost of their well-being, their family's well-being, is so high? When the tone of our elections becomes so negative, it doesn't just discourage future leaders, it makes it that much harder for all of us to come together and govern effectively afterward. If we truly want to serve our community, then we need to build a climate where respect and collaboration can thrive, even in disagreement. So as we move on from the election and prepare to continue our work serving the community, I want to thank and congratulate our newly re-elected commissioners, Vice President Leslie Ruffing, Commissioner Rhonda Anseer, Commissioner Allison Thompson, and our newly elected commissioner, Commissioner Aishwarya Balakrishna, and wish you all the best over your 4-year term. I'm looking forward to seeing the great things this board will accomplish together and the meaningful impact you will have working alongside Commissioner Risvold, Commissioner Janner, and Commissioner Jacks, Executive Director Wilson, and our dedicated staff. Thank you. I will pass it on to Executive Director Wilson.
Thank you, President Gibson. The Summer 2025 Program Guide will be available for viewing on our website beginning Wednesday, April 23rd. This is the latest edition featuring information on a variety of summer programs, and it highlights free community events and popular summer destinations like Centennial Beach. Registration for summer programs begins on Monday, April 28th at 8:30 a.m. for residents. Fall soccer registration begins at noon on Tuesday, May 6th for girls and noon on Wednesday, May 7th for boys. Registration for the district's wide variety of summer camps is already in progress. Summer camp information can be found in the Spring 2025 Program Guide, which is currently available on our website. The Park District, along with other community entities and organizations, are hosting a variety of events and volunteer projects to celebrate Naperville Earth Month in April. Find out about the many different ways you can get involved and expand your eco-friendly mindset by visiting the Park District website at napervilleparks.org. As part of Naperville Earth Month, the annual shredding event, hosted by the Park District and Naperville Police Department, is this Saturday, April 12th. Head to the parking lot of Centennial Beach, where you can bring up to 2 cardboard banker's boxes per vehicle to be shredded and recycled. We ask that all metal or plastic binder rings or clips are removed beforehand. This free event will take place from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. or until the trucks are filled. The Junior Golfapalooza is back and ready to kick off the golf season on Saturday, April 19th at Springbrook Golf Course. Youth golfers ages 5 to 17 can learn the game or refine their skills with instruction from our PGA golf professionals. Participants will receive tips to improve their full swing, chipping, and putting while participating in games and events and enjoying some lunch. Registration for the event begins Saturday, April 12th. And finally, I'm pleased to share that the Naperville Park District has once again been selected by Marquee Health as a recipient of their annual Excellence in Wellness Award. Marquee Health is the administrator of the district's wellness program platform, which provides employers with a suite of health and wellness programs that support the improvement and maintenance of a healthy lifestyle. The Excellence in Wellness Award celebrates companies with a best-in-class wellness program and a culture of health and well-being throughout the organization. The Naperville Park District is one of 29 organizations selected to receive the award from a pool of more than 2,000 companies from across the nation. The district was also a recipient of this same award in 2023. The recognition reflects the Naperville Park District's ongoing commitment to supporting the health and well-being of our employees. Additional information on programs and events, facilities, and other Park District news can be found on our website. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Executive Director Wilson. We'll move on to the Treasurer's Report.
Move to approve the February 2025 Treasurer's Report, which includes Commissioner's expenses totaling $231 for attendance at the 2025 IAPD IPRA Conference.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Anseer?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacks?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson?
Yes. Monica, would you please read the consent agenda?
Item 5.1, approved March 2025 disbursements in the amount of $1,546,346. 5.2, approved March 2025 customer refunds in the amount of $2,555.22. 5.3, approved March 13th, 2025 regular meeting minutes. 5.4, award the contract for the 2025 bus transportation services for camp programs to First Student in the amount of $62,073. 5.5, accept the base bid of Denler Inc. in the amount of $83,706.33 is the lowest responsive and responsible bid, and to award the contract for the 2025 district-wide bio-based asphalt rejuvenator application project, and to authorize staff to carry a further 5% contingency for a total authorized expenditure for the project in an amount not to exceed $87,891.65. 5.6, accept the base bid of Patriot Maintenance, Inc. in the amount of $108,302 is the lowest responsive and responsible bid, and to award the contract for the 2025 district-wide asphalt emulsion seal coating project, and to authorize staff to carry a further 5% contingency for a total authorized expenditure for the project in an amount not to exceed $113,717.10. 5.7, accept the 5-year proposal and authorize the Director of Finance to execute the master service agreement and the statement of work for audit services for the year ended December 31st, 2025 from Sikich CPA LLC. 5.8, approve the 2025 financial policies and fiscal procedures. 5.9, approve the purchase of one 2025 Ford F-250 4x4 regular cab pickup truck in the amount of $47,088 from Sutton Ford through the district's membership in the Sourcewell Purchasing Network. 5.10, approve Resolution 25-03, recognizing a lightscape display on the Naperville River Walk is an act of government speech. That is all.
Thank you. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately? Hearing none.
Move to accept consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.10.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Ansier?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacks?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson?
Yes.
Move to approve consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.10.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we have no unfinished business, no new business. Next regular meeting of the Park Board of Commissioners will be April 24th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. here at Fort Hill Activity Center. We do have executive session.
Move to adjourn to executive session to discuss land acquisition per Section 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Ansier?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacks?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson?
Yes.